What's good? What's good? I'm really tired, but for good reasons. Yesterday, I volunteered with my Humane Society conducting a mobile veterinary outreach event targeting unhoused and low income individuals and providing them support, like free veterinary support, like microchips, vaccines, nail trimmings, ear infection treatments, all kinds of stuff for free. It's an amazing event and experience to get to contribute to. And yesterday was particularly touching to me personally because if you read in the title of this video, I saw him again. One of my shorts, my YouTube shorts, I'll link it in the description. I was hanging out with a dog named Kalani. He was very shut down, very heartbroken, very sad. That was 2 months ago. I was hanging out with him at the Humane Society. And the people who adopted him came by the event today, and I got to see him. And this is what the owner said. She said that like he's very friendly and sociable, but she's never seen him as excited as he was when he saw me. And I'm like, oh my gosh, buddy! And I gave him some loves, and he needed some treatment, and so I got to hang out with him for a lot of the day, not just like exclusively. Like I was doing rounds, providing support, helping people, talking to people. A big part of it is also just giving these people dignity while they wait. Because I don't know if you've ever been homeless or unhoused. People just look at you differently. And it's not pleasant, it's not human, it's not compassionate. And so I was really excited to get to see him again and to hear that, like he probably didn't recognize me. He was probably just excited because I was excited. Maybe he did, but it really made my day. And I'd made another video a while back talking about how easy it is to give away other people's money. And it's so true. These volunteer events are often almost entirely funded by donations. The Humane Society is almost entirely funded by donations. And so when there are snacks that I'm, walking around handing out water, handing out to people, it's other people's money they've donated. And so I don't have to stress about the bottom line. I don't have to stress about it. As a matter of fact, here's a funny thought. I have a little, next to my driver's seat in my van where I live, I have a refrigerator. It's a refrigerator freezer thing unit. And I always have water stocked in it because I drink water. And I had this realization the other day. I'm always giving away cold bottles of water, especially it's summer here in Washington, to panhandlers, buskers, people on the street, etc. The people with the signs you see at the corner, you just pull up. And I was like, damn, Andrew, you got to stop giving away your water. Because I buy bottled water. I think tap water is potentially compromised. Another conspiracy we'll throw out there. But so like when it's my own resources, I do stress about giving them away. Because I live in a van. I don't have a lot. But when it's other people's resources, I don't give a fuck. Take 2 packs of gummy bears. I don't care. Fruit snacks, not gummy bears. Same thing. Take 2 bags of chips. I don't care. I had an interaction with a gentleman who you could just tell, like, when people acknowledge that they've been seen, but in a good way. It was just like, it was really heart touching. And ultimately, the title of this video, I want to wrap around to the point that community outreach, while extremely fulfilling, is simultaneously exhausting. It is exhausting battling the evil and corruption in our world that has created these conditions. And I guess technically we're not battling the evil and the corruption when we're volunteering. We're battling the results of said evil and corruption. And so it simultaneously feels good, but it's also very draining because you're having to compartmentalize anger, sadness, frustration, which is just anger, guilt, you know, because while I only have my van, that's more than some of these people have. And so you're having to like combat all of those negative emotions while simultaneously giving love and compassion and kindness. And that's where I think transmutation is important. Learning to turn the bad energy into positive energy. That's something I'm still learning how to do. And yesterday just drained me. I was supposed to do a conversation with Clark Jackson and I couldn't. I came home and I was like in bed by like 7 p.m. I wasn't actually in bed though. That's part of the problem too. I just like, I was just scrolling and I just needed to be in a dark space. That also might be part of me being on the spectrum. Like too much social interaction, it drains my battery. But it's such an interesting experience to simultaneously be so filled with love and compassion, but also hate and anger. I talk often about how we live in an authoritarian world, a fascist world, a communist world. I'm constantly not constantly, mainly just criticized by the Brothers Blue for this boogeyman. They say that I'm afraid of this global authoritarian boogeyman, but I would venture to guess that the Brothers Blue are not out there donating their time to outreach events. I would bet that they're not directly engaging with the people who are suffering from the global authoritarians. They have, I know Kyle, I'm pretty sure, has a house. You know, he talked about how when his dad passed, he got some money and it wasn't fuck you level money, but it was enough money to set him up, right? And so these people with real class privilege that are accusing me, a homeless guy who still goes out into his community and invests in his community, to the detriment of my health. Yes, I'm functionally unable to do anything right now. I'm so just drained. And I've talked about in other videos how my energy source, I no longer have the energy that I used to. In spurts, I might be able to get it, but it sucks. This world we live in, it's authoritarian. It's not at all geared towards the working class, towards the average American. And so I just wanted to put this video out there talking about how outreach is so necessary. But if you do begin to engage in outreach, remember self-love, self-compassion. There's a thing called, I believe it's compassion fatigue. When you volunteer a lot, you do get drained because it is very taxing, but also so fulfilling. It's very few things can qualify for that level of rewarding and exhausting at the same time. You know, and so if you watch this, I would encourage you to go volunteer in your community at the lowest, most local level you can, because you'll meet people in your community. I saw, real quick, I'm going to end it. I saw a woman at the event yesterday that was at the event last month, who had 3 huskies, and I helped her, and she remembered my name, and she was happy to see me, and she seemed to be in better spirits. I won't say much, but her living situation is similar to mine. She's got a cooler setup, but more stressful setup. You know, but to see her in better spirits was really, really encouraging. So I made new friends. I saw old friends. I got out in my community and it felt good. But now I'm tired and sad and I just need a hug. I miss hugs, man. Being a single guy, like, I really miss hugs. I'll end the video there. Love your neighbor, y'all. Thank you.